Afternoon. I've been at this today. Had some seamless CVS turn up. Basically, this is a MSU K-spec cage. Only came with that bar coming across there. I want crossbar in the back and seatbelt bars, harness bars. So today, I've made up that bar and the bar that goes up there. So we've got a straight crossbar. I want gussets in there as well, but I want seatbelt bars across there. So leave it for today, and then get some more welding done tomorrow, and then make up some seatbelt bars. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'd say I have to do it freehand and no fucking no cutting machines and shit like that. So grinder, Sharpie, and off you go. Yeah. Right. What else? Actually, I was going to say goodbye then. The gas turn up. So we've got a set of gas there for the body shop replica. I've got to take them down so we can lower the replica at the body shop then, so we can literally start doing the arches properly. I'll take them down one day this week. What else? I think that's it for today. Yeah. Oh. It's got a bit dirty in there. Look, painted it white and I've had my feet in it all day. Look. Little louver out there. I'm painting that white and I just had my feet in it all day, pissing about in there. Look. Well, it'll come all clean, wipe over. Race car things. Yeah, I'm starving. What time is it? It's gone 4. I didn't start this till about 12 because I've had to do some leaf blowing and shit today. So, I'll leave it there. See you in a bit. Right, quick video, custom cages, show the 360-degree welds. Right, we haven't done the gussets yet, so it's just a welds you want to show. There we go. Passenger side crossbar, 360. Passenger side, what do you call it, FIA bar. 360s, front, on step. Boxed into the floor, 360 welds all the way around there. I don't know if you can see it. What's it? Change focus. There you go. Welded all the way around. That's it. Passenger side, rear foot, 360 welds. Centre bar, 360 welds. Roof, 360 welds with the crossbar. There you go. Straight over to the driver's side. Let's go on the back. On the back, 360 welds on the passenger side rear turret. Up, there you go. Onto the crossbar on the top. Driver's side rear turret. Let's move over to the driver's side crossbar, 360. Driver's side rear turret, you see, 360 welds. Driver's side crossbar, 360 welds behind the driver's seat, and then driver's side rollover bar, and then crossbars. Let's have a look. The FAI bar, 360 welds down into the floor. Crossbar, 360 welds. Top, 360 welds. There you go. Have I covered everything? Is that everything?
Front foot.
Yeah, showed that one, front foot. All 360 welded.
Up in this corner,
yeah. So, I think that's every bar, brother. Yeah. Like I said, no gussets because I want to show the welds. I do. Hello. Oh, what day is it? What day is it? Tuesday. And the cage is 99% finished. All we've got left to do is the gussets. But you remember I'm adding a crossbar in the back. So that's only spot welded at the minute because I've got to cut some 40mm because I've got to put bucket seats in, measure where I want my harness bars to go across the back. So everything parallel is 40mm on the cage. So I'm going to bang some 40mm parallels in for the bars, yeah. So gussets left to do. And that's it. Happy Pierce? There you go, he's happy man. Look, what's showing him?
Stop.
We're both hiding.
You're both hiding. No, put your hand down and I'll show you quickly. There she look pretty. Why did you want me to get the YouTube on? I was doing Australian, weren't we? What was you doing in Australian? Can't and cunt and can't.
You can tell it's been
Can't.
a long day.
Between the London and Australian.
London and Australian. That's it. Can't. Yeah, can't. Is it? Say it again. Australians can't, and London's can't. I'm a linguistic genius. We've identified, right? And Pierce said I've got the second best Australian accent he's learned today. Hers being the first, but she's cheating. She lived there for 6 months. That's cheating. It's a bit of a cheat, isn't it? You know what I mean? But yeah. There we go. Naughty Cage. I've done the video as well, which I probably had in here. I will chuck it on YouTube, that bit of video, because it's there, isn't it? Shows the 360 welds on each joint that I've got to send to custom cages with. Oh, I've got to send that test piece of welding off as well. Forgot about that. Yeah, we'll sort that out. Well, see you in a bit. Late start today. And touch a kite today. But grabbing the suspension. One sec. So, new set of gas golds. Couple of front strut top mounts. And my fuel can as well. I need to fill up on fuel for the track car. 20 litres at least for now. I'm going to drop those guys down at Jay's, the paint shop, and sort out a day to spend down there, because I've got to go down there and I've got to put that suspension on the replica, drop it, and I've got to have a look at my Jag as well. So yeah, let's go sort that. I'll have to stop for a tea break. Range is looking a bit dirty, man. 3 weeks, it's not too bad. It's a good colour, looks good dirty anyway. I ain't washed anything for 3 weeks with jet wash. Should have it back Friday. Made sense to be repaired. But I've given this Max here Hoover out for the first time in fucking months, man. It's looking tidier. Where have I got to today? Oh yeah, today I have just spot welded. I've just tacked them in at the moment. In gussets. Obviously, that one I made. Them come with it. They come with it. That one I made. So in both sides. On my dashboard, first try. How good is that? First time, took 3.5 inches off each side. Tucks in. Show you. Little bit off that fascia, dash fascia. We'll still get me heater vents in there. See ya. Dash is in, first try. Right, spot on next to the bars, look. So, yeah, all the gussets in as well. So yeah, it's had a hoover, which is nice. So I'm going to put the seat in now. Bolt seat in and measure across here for my harness bars to go. And then we're welding that bar that goes up there, the crossbar, harness bars, and what I'm going to have a go at as well. See these gussets? Obviously I've got a crossbar now at the back. So I'm going to have a go at making my own gussets. I'm going to got to go down the shed in a minute, because these are 40mm, all the crossbars in here are 40mm. I'm going to use 40mm for the harness bars as well. It should be easier to taper them on then as well. Every piece of that cage is 45 apart from the crossbars. Like that X bar is 45, rollover bar, side bars, A pillars, B pillars, all 45. But the horizontals, they're 40s. So yeah, looks pretty good on camera, doesn't it? Come on, it's looking good. So I've got to take the dash out and then we can run some. The thing is, when you weld in these, you see, it's only thin, very thin. So you can't run a nice fucking bead like. So you have to like run tacks across there. So I only want to stitch it in anyway. So I think I'm going to stitch it in, or I might run tacks all the way along there and there. I'm not sure. Might just stitch it. Might just stitch them. Yeah, obviously it's thinner metal, so when you even run a tack, look, you have to run the tack into the thicker metal, so then it bites onto the thinner metal, so you don't blow through. Otherwise, you'll just blow this away, like burn it away. So nothing's straightforward. You don't just point a MIG welding gun and pull the trigger. You have to know where you're pulling the trigger. Look, see where it melts into the thick metal, and then just bites onto the thin metal there. Look. So this one from stitch, 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 3 stitches. Yeah. Come on. All welded up lovely. Can you imagine trying to take this back out now? If you did this for someone that said, I should change my one gift on the cage, it's just not happening. It's just, you're never getting that back out of the shell now. It's in for life. That shell lives in that cage for the rest of its days. It's took some graft, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. So I'm going to try and make some gussets up. So yeah, chair in and then measure. You want the harness bar, you want the bottom of the hole in the seat to be on the top of the harness bar, or the harness bar just a little bit lower. It gives room for seats to go up and down then. You never want the harness bar to be that way, the harnesses to be that way. You don't want them perfectly parallel, just down a little bit in case the seat has to be moved up or down. Because if you have to move the seat down for someone in the future or any time, you don't want the harnesses to go like that. So if you find your seat position and it's perfectly parallel, and the harness bar down a little bit, so the seat can be moved. Look, seat can be moved like that. It will never go that way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, I can't remember. There is a degree you want. There is a degree. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. It's not 90. I'll look it up anyway before if I can start measuring. But I've got to get the seats in anyway. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at now. Harness bars. Seat in and measure for a harness bar. Yeah, see you in a bit. Well, seats in, check my seating position, sitting there comfortably. It's spot on. I'm not going to add harness bars because they come too far back and I don't like it. Usually come round here, but yeah, this, I think it's from a number of factors. The rollover bar is further back than my other cage. I usually have the roller bar just in front of this B pillar here. So that brings that, instead of going there, it brings it up to there. So it brings that position further away, because it would usually be there. If you imagine that tilted down, and it would look better there. And you're just not going to have enough room for a bar in here and a harness wrapped around it. So this cage comes with this bar. This is a harness bar. This is the MSUK cage. When you go FIA cage, full MSA spec and all that, like it comes with a crossbar, well, a single crossbar across the back here, and you will have harness bars. So on that cage, which is a T45 cage, you'll have harness bars. So yeah, I'm not going to run harness bar. So what I'm going to do, make up some gussets for this crossbar section, and I'll run my harnesses on this standard harness bar. Yeah, so loads of room in the back here. Room for future modifications, future additions and things like that, so we shall see. I'm enjoying it. Right. Not going to run that harness bar because I don't like the position. It's too far away from the seat. If it was there, be fine. That's too far away from the seat. Way too far away from the seat. So run them on there. You can see the oh, it's just below parallel. It gives the room for the seat to be higher or lowered. Yeah, back in. I might adjust the steering column. Steering wheel comes close to that. I don't want to catch my knuckles on that. I'll jump in and show you in a bit. Well, start thinking about gussets. See you in a bit. There you go. Made a gusset for the bottom. All I'm going to make is one for the top. So I've got a gusset top and bottom. I did think about making 4, but then if you look at the rest of the cage, 2. It's got 2 and 2 everywhere. So 4 will match. I want it to match. So I'll make that's the bottom one. I'll put a flared hole in it tomorrow. I can't remember what the fucking call them. But yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. Nice big one. I'll make the top one. Job done. Yeah, man. Oh, who's this? Oh, we got a guest, love. Say hello. She's running off. She's running off. Oh, I won't point it at you. I'll point it away. Oh, one sec. Just have to pause filming there because dog's fighting. Beth took Aslo to work today, didn't you? Beth's a dog. Beth's got her own dog grooming business, and she's so we're trying to do socialise dogs, socialise my dogs with other dogs, haven't we?
Yeah.
So Turbo's been there a couple of times, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's a big idiot, isn't he? Asbo, the big scary one that everyone's scared of, he's been there all day and been an angel, hasn't he?
Good as gold.
But he's just gone back through the gate to be with the other two, and Halo's bit in for some reason. We think she might be jealous because them two have been out for the day and she hasn't, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So tomorrow Halo's going to work with Beth in the groomers.
Yeah.
You think it might be the smells as well?
Yeah, definitely smells.
It's one I liked it.
Yeah.
So it might be the smells. So yeah. Anyway, that's what I had to pause for there. I've just made this bottom gusset. I don't know what I said to you before fucking when dogs fight, throws you all over the place, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm gonna make one more gusset tomorrow. Then put the swage hole in the top and bottom one. What's left to do then? Got to run a 360 roll around the crossbar, stitch rolled the gussets, and it's finished. Yeah, put the fuel system back in, seats in, harnesses in. Got a bolt sort the dashboard out. Look how good my dashboard fits, man. First try. First try. I know, first try, man. It's bolted in as well, that is.
You didn't have to cut it or anything?
Yeah, I cut it, but usually you have to cut it like 10 times to get it right. I've got 3.5 inches off each side. Fucking, look at that. Fucking fella. That tape, man, I got some rolls of tape today. It went fucking old, gussets on. It's low tack tape though to stop fucking pulling paint off and stuff. But yeah, no look, took 3.5 inches off each side. A little bit off the dash there, so I keep my vents as well. So everything's it went straight in first go. I was just a bit for that. Yeah, so we got what is it? Fucking 99% there. Yeah, and we can start painting this cage. I'll tidy up this floor as well. I'll get some white. I put some white primer down in the driver's footwell today. Started off. I might have to prime this. I'm not sure. I'll put some red on it. Test it on it. Might put a bit on now. Should we crack the tin open and put a bit on now so it was like tomorrow? Yeah, I'll put a bit on now. Oh, see you later. Morning. Thursday, 10:15. I don't know if I mentioned I picked up a couple of subframes of a week off my pal Alan. Both MTX 75 subframes. You can see the mounts on there and there. So the mounts go on these. These will be for the green cabriolet and the F2. So Alex's F2, Dan's cabriolet. Both need low subframes with the mounts. They haven't got them. They're both on like IB5 subframes, where the MTX and the RS 2000s, they have another mount there. I love that mount. Don't need the other mounts, do you know what I mean? I'll be making custom mount for Dan's and be making Group A mounts for Alex's. It's a slow process, but that one's powder coated, so I'm going to degrease these, wash them off, and paint them. That one's already been powder coated, but yeah, I'll paint them up black. Unless I can get some powder coaters, we'll see. I've got to get some stuff powder coated for the... Actually, I might send them both off to powder coated because I've got to get some powder coated. I've got to strip the subframe and the rear beam off that and get it powder coated. So I'll do that. My friend Jace, he's decided to sell his van. So if anybody wants a van, 1,500 quid, 1.8 van. It's got RS side skirts, it's tidy. There's a little bit of welding at the back here. It's not rotten at all. Won't be coming on these 18s. It'll be coming on the black 5-spoke 18s that it come with. I think they're Carnes. Tidy van. Needs a wash. But standard van seats. Nice painted interior. This isn't just rattle can. Like this has been. It's like rock hard. So this stuff's been primed and prepped, and yeah, it's got a Momo steering wheel, white dash, white and green bits. Solid van. So it'll be coming on black 5-spokes. The only thing it will need, obviously, it's got no cylinder head on it. Cylinder head's in the back if you just want to put a head gasket on, that is a non-turbo. But here is a Mark II Mondeo diesel and gearbox you can have with it straight out of the Mondeo. So if you want that, all in 1500 quid the lot. So that's up for sale. Jace has just got other stuff on, so I'm going to get around to that. It's a tidy van. Yeah, 1500 quid. So friends, what am I on with now? One sec. I've got to get on this at some point in the next few days. I need some new front brake pads. Got to change the pads, and I got like a little rattle suspension. I don't know what it is. Changed anti-roll bar. Someone's coming to collect these because I don't want them out over winter. They've been out this year, a bit dirty. Well, I sold them. Someone's coming to get them. Where was I yesterday? I'm on with doing the gusset for the top and bottom of the crossbar. And the paint's turned out nice, man. It's only one coat. Look at that. So that's just a single coat. 2 coats of that red paint on this cage, think we mint. So I'll flat this back, start again once I'm finished. So yeah, my job today is to do another gusset for the top and do the swage holes in there. Yeah, that's it. Might get around to welding these gussets on as well. I've only tacked them for now, so I need stitches. Well, yeah, get the doors back on, the boot lid back on, fuel tank back in. So there's a fair bit to do. It's a fair bit to do, but we're getting there. I realised these back lights are a right mess. Look at the state of them. So I'll change them. I'll find another set somewhere. They've got sealant on. Yeah, someone sealed them in there. Bit weird. So I'll change them. Right, I'll get my jet wash back in a bit as well. I've had it fixed. It broke, so I had to go and send it to be repaired. So once he come and collect these tyres, I'm going to get me jet wash. See you in a bit. Oh, jet wash is back. It's only a nil fix, you know what I mean? Spent 100 quid on repairing it. But it's like a broken pipe inside and a hole in the hose. But like 300 quid. And even the bloke said at the pressure washer place says it's working well. So it's worth repairing. So that's fixed. So give them subframes a quick wipe over with the jet wash. But you know what I have to do straight away, yeah. Give the truck a blow over with the jet wash. So all I've done is snow foamed it and jet washed it. Needs a sponge on it really. But I'll leave it for now. Let's get the worst off. So well, let's crack on with that gusset. Yeah, see you in a bit. Very quickly what I'm doing. It's a gusset for the crossbars, top one, that's the bottom one. So see those holes there? I haven't drilled those holes. What I have done, drilled a 6mm hole, and then what you do, use this pincher, and this pinches out the exact diameter you need. So you put that through there. I have to open up that hole again. One sec. Alright, so it's got to be spot on. So anyway, you put that through that side, and then this goes on the back side in there, and you just do that cap head up until it pulls through, and you've got a hole. So one sec, I'll show you. Well, I won't show you me doing it because you know me. I can show you before and after shit. Like, well, explain it to you. So see that there? It's quite sharp though. It'll pull through, and it'll make that hole. So let's do this one. There you go, hold on. These are the bits that come out though. So it's pulled that out of there. So now it's flaring towards time. So that in there, bolted up tight. So that goes on the other side with a bolt for it. Bolted up tight. There's your flared hole. Stretch that out. Let's have a go at one. There you go. Swage tools in there. Look. That's what swages your hole. Compress that. That's what it will look like. Look. So I've done that side. So you bolt this up nice and tight. What I also recommend is when you do the swaging, a bit of WD-40 as well. Just lubricate, obviously stretching metal. So you want to do it really dry. It gets a bit slippy, but it's worth it. Let's get this one done. Here we go. Only loosely taped in. Well, 2 for the crossbar. I've done them to replicate. Obviously, you got 2 on the sides. Look, I was going to do 4. Completely close it off, but then you think if you do 4, it does impact on your rear view as well, doesn't it? So it might just be that fucking area that you need to see. So 2 will do. Yeah. Yeah. I do, tack them in. And I'll keep going. In my little machine room, I've got Rottweiler there. I think she's found a mouse, I think he has found one. So I'm modifying my front arm, so I need to turn down some stock. I've got some rod there, which is too big. So I started turning it down, so that's the diameter I want. Then I'll put a step in there because I need to make it for butt welding into there, like obviously extending these shafts. So that's the same width now as that. So I'll turn it round, get this end machined down, but then we need to put some steps in to go into here. 900 mils, we've got 30 mil in on each side and 30 mil extension, so yeah. That wasn't bad, but I couldn't find another piece of round stock, so I've got this. This will make the same size, this 90 mil long X-bar. So I've got to machine this down, which will be a little bit noisier than turning this down. That's all I got, and I don't want to buy anything, so I'll do for now. Oh. Wait, have you found a mouse yet? You found a mouse? Where's the other one? Turbo. Turbo. You found one? Well, they're only on my fucking feet all the time, so not lonely, is it? So this is my little machine shop. I haven't been in here for ages. So see you in a bit. Right, look, made my plugs up on the lathe, 2 of them, and this is what they're for. Look, to extend this by 30 mil. So you see, I've got a plug in there, plug in there. So what I'll do, drill a hole in there on both sides, on that one as well. Then, nice little taper there. TIG welded all these up. TIG welded the plugs. I'll put 2, I might put 1, I might put 4, yeah, 2 there, 2 there, 4 each side. Welded up, and that's extended my bottom TCA by 30 mil. Brilliant. These are just testers, so we'll see how we get on. So TCA's there. What else is there? I think that's it. Yeah. That's it for today. Right, see you later. Afternoon, late one on a Friday now. We're getting on, it's evening now. It'll be dark in half an hour. What have we done today? Jason popped in with some parts for me. What else is here? Got to help me shut the doors back on and the boot lid back on. It's not a two-man job, but it's easier. And now I'm going to drop the front wheel off. Piss about with this front. I think I showed you yesterday. Don't want to repeat myself. Obviously, the front TCA's made extension pieces. So I've got TIG weld these in. And then, yeah, I've got to make a new pin as well to go into the hub. Jason dropped off 2.3 engine, a cylinder head. Now, cylinder head, someone's messed about with mine. It's had all the bolts taken out of for the carriers, cam carriers. He's not 100% certain, can't guarantee that the cam carriers on that are the cam carriers for that head, but it's been poured and polished, it's been messed with. I don't know what's been done to it in the past. It's got some fucking plugs on the inlet side. Don't know what they'd be for, look. I've never seen anything like that, but what I'll do, I've already identified these should be on this side, this should be on that side. So I swap them over. I take this to my machinist and get him to run a line bore test down there, make sure the cam carriers are fine. If they're not, I'll have to get him to cut me some blocks of alloy, obviously, and line bore me some up, because it'd be cheaper to get some blocks of alloy cam carriers made with a line bore than it would to get nice poured and polished head, because, well, you're talking about 800 plus quid for a poured and polished head. So the valves need seating in as well, get them triple seated. But yeah, see if we can sort these out. Hopefully they are the ones for this head. You won't have to spend anything other than getting the valve sorted. Get some Piper springs for this. And I get this checked. I've got to put my bore, measure the bores. A bit of glazing on the bores. Usually you'll get that on a boosted engine. It depends on the map, you know. There's a little bit of glazing to make sure the bores are still. It's just run rich. Yeah. So maybe the map. But hopefully this block will be usable and we can just hone it up. Maybe machine it if it's needs making larger. But I've got the cam caps, the main bearing caps for this, for the mains, in that box there. So I've got the mains to match this. Just need to make sure the cam carriers match this, because they're made, we can't swap them from one head to another. You have to make sure they're line board, you see. So it could be a fucking thou out, do you know what I mean? And then you're just gonna ruin your cams. Jason got me thinking today, asked me what cams I want to run in this. Turbo, you can run like standard cams, which is fine. 2.3 exhaust cam, pretty good. Or you can run like mild cams, 285s. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to scratch my head. I was going for a 400 plus build on this one, so I'll have a think. I haven't even thought about cams, to be honest with you, just because I haven't had the parts that we're going to use together. So when Jason asked me today about cams, I was like, yeah, standard, but scratch my head and have a think. I might go 285s. We'll see. But like I said, it's a boosted engine and standard cams with a 2.3 exhaust cam, pretty good. The overlap. So you remove overlap on a boosted engine, create overlap on an NA engine. Cam timing. Don't know if people fucking know about that stuff, but I think I've talked about it before. Like when I put an engine together, like you have adjustable cam sprockets, and obviously, what is it? Suck, bang, push, or something. Fucking people say about engines, and it's getting the right timing. And with a turbo, you want to hold boost. So with an NA, you want it to go out. With a turbo, you want it to go in more. So when I build the engine and do the cams, I'll talk you through overlap and reducing overlap. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know what I filmed, to be honest with you. That looks good back together now. Still got a weld in my gussets. They're only tacked in. I made the rear gussets, didn't I? Hopefully I showed you that in the video yesterday when I was pissing about. Yeah, Jason, I stripped this engine, you know, this was Jason's engine in the replica. I stripped this, showed Jason what's what. Yeah. Showed him that the pistons, well, one's fucked out the four. Det is squashed the top ring. The rods, they're just cast rods. Do you want to use them? They're good rods, but they're cast rods. They're old hat, man. You wouldn't want to use this. Wouldn't take the power. There's not really much to use out of it. Crank's mint, but we've got a light and a balance crank to go in the new one. So yeah, the balls are fucked. Head's fucked, melted on underneath that det. So where that detonated, it's melted that alloy piston. It's melted the alloy head as well. So it's a shame. No point fixing them. They're not that rare, not rare enough to start welding up heads and fixing them. Yeah, so fucking state of it in that something there. Look. If I put it on a torch. Ugh, this is a fresh build apparently. Look at that. That was a fresh engine build. Fucking state of it. Tell you what, if I built an engine and there's something like that after 10,000 miles, I'll be gutted. Never mind 100, whatever this engine's done, and done nothing. And done nothing other than melt a piston. That was down to the management. The management made that piston melt. It was on standard, not what I'm pointing at this for. Anyway, the car, the management, it was on standard ECU and a super chip. Back in, it can't control boost. So there's only running negative boost, but the boost it was pushing in there was melted. The fueling was off, the timing was off. Yeah, you can't run a turbo through shit like that. So yeah, so I would say there was nothing wrong with the engine really, other than parts of shit. Pistons are nice, but then the air gasket's 2 litre. Do you know what I mean? So I can't say there's nothing wrong with it. Fucking loads wrong with it. You know what I mean? Man was yeah. Look at this sealant as well, right? When you put sealant on an engine, you don't want the sealant to go inside the engine. Look at that. That's the edge of the sump. That's inside the engine. So that would have dropped off. Look at that. At some point, it's just gone straight into your oil, straight into your pickup pipe. Can you imagine that, right? Being at the bottom of your pickup pipe. Yeah, more of it everywhere. Like. on the edge, so this would have eventually just dropped in and just clogged up your pickup pipe, and the engine would have been dead anyway. People kill engines with fucking engine sealant, with high temperature sealant. Look at it, it's fucking everywhere. That will kill your engine. Don't need to plaster it on. You want it to seal the outside of the gasket, not the fucking inside. So you can lose an engine just for putting too much fucking sealant on. Yeah. So yeah, polish it, scrap. Got new shit. So not much left off that fucking original car, is there? Where am I? Bottom arms on this, pissing about with, and then I want to next week pull this out, get the bonnet and the boot on just so it's out of the way. Got to fucking keep stripping this. There's still loads of shit. I don't know, I'm seeing a lot, but there is. All the wiring looms are going through the inner wings, all that needs pulling. There's a fucking seat in there, there's door cards, there's dash, everything needs pulling. Keep the left-hand drive dash, because obviously left-hand drive car, that's hard to get out of. I'd like to try and get out of another left-hand drive dash. Yeah. So I'll start cleaning this out, ready for when I start the cage in this. And then I wanted to this week, but haven't been successful, to get all the stuff from behind the cabriolet, all the parts, and lower them out in front, and start going down, deducing what's needed and what isn't needed to go into that engine bay. I haven't managed it this week, so next week, be nice to go down that. And like I said, clear out that. Trying to dig out a car cover for this, because that ain't being touched till next year. So I'll drop the bonnet. I've got another black car cover somewhere. Put a cover on this one, because that's an engine rebuild job I haven't got time for. What else am I doing? Trying to think at the minute. Yeah. This shop van, look. Isn't she pretty? There's a car cover there. So that's a 1, 2. I had 3. So that's 2. There's one in the bag as well. There you go. Found them. 2 car covers there. So one of those, I'll go on that. There's one in a bag. Brilliant. Found them. Look at that. Talking to you. Found 2 car covers. Brilliant. Right. Leave it there. And hopefully I've got enough fucking stuff filmed to make half a decent video this weekend. If not, I apologise. I'm going to post it anyway. Fuck you. See you later.